Hello, how are you? I hope everybody is well. So today we are going to talk about no one's coming to save you. There's not a savior on a white horse coming to save you. I will explain in a second, but before we do that, please do me a favor and like and subscribe, comment, and when you do comment, please comment I subscribed underneath at the bottom, and I will be sure to personally reply to your message. I thank you in advance. Thank you so much for being here. Today, when I looked at my page, I had 111 subscribers, which 111 is such a powerful number. Thank you. Yeah, so let's get to it. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this subject is because I just can hear my coach's words like, nobody is coming to rescue you, nobody's going to save you, nobody's going to help you. You have to help yourself. You are responsible for yourself. You are the one who's going to have to do the work. And I really don't need to be putting air quotes around the work because the work is serious. But it's necessary for you to get to a place where you feel confident, where you feel strong, where you have the self-love, the self-esteem, the self-awareness, just the self-growth in life, so that you can deal with the ebbs and flows, right? So that you can flow through a lot of the things that are going on. Another reason why I brought it up, besides my coach, because she has reappeared, so it's just certain things that have just reminded me of some of the things that she used to always say. But also, it's quiet right now, and there's lots of distractions going on. And there's lots of us that are involved in that stuff. And none of that stuff has anything to do with our own personal lives. It doesn't have anything to do with our family. It doesn't have to do with our car. It doesn't have anything to do with our home. It doesn't have anything to do with, even with our peace of mind or our mental health or whatever the case may be. But for whatever reason, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever shows, Lord or whatever, whoever, whatever shows, this, that, or the other thing, whatever celebrities, P. Diddy, who cares? My point is that it is okay to indulge, right? But it is not okay to be obsessed to the point where you are spending hours and hours and hours in distraction mode, in I don't want to deal with life mode, in scrolling mode, or whatever it is that you want to call it. Beloved, there are things that are going on in this world that we need to be aware of. And for the most part, we need to be aware of ourselves, right? And if we have children, we need to be aware of our children. And if there's, some sort of thing or something that we need to bring attention or pay attention to in our family, that's what's important. Right? That we have our finances together. Everybody keeps talking about recession, but do you have your finances together? You know what I mean? And are you trying to figure out how you can do that? Because honey, if this is not the best time in life to make money, I don't know what is. I wish that at 20 something years old, I had all of the resources that these babies have right now. I really, really do. So my thing is that when I say no one's coming to save you, no one is. There's no one that's like coming down from the sky. There's no one that's gonna like knock on your door and say, hey, are you going through something right now? No, it is up to you. It is up to you. And so the reason why I make videos every day is for that reason, right? So that you know that there are things that you can do. One of them, obviously, if you've seen any of my videos, is having a relationship with God, is doing things that are going to cultivate you. Because having a relationship with God is going to help you. It's going to help you in so many different ways. It's going to help you. And so no, there's no knight, on a horse or whatever coming to help you. It is up to you. And so whatever it is that is going on in your personal world, whatever is going on in your mind, whatever is going on in your household, whatever is going on with your children, your husband, your fiance, whatever the case may be, that is something that you personally have to deal with and have to figure out, or whatever the case may be. And unfortunately, there's a lot of time that is being spent on other stuff that doesn't have anything to do with us. Nothing. And so the reason why I'm so adamant about, a morning routine, or praying, or building a relationship with God, or being positive and watching your words and all of these things is for you. It's for you. It's for you. It's just for you. And so I just really want to, drive that home. No one else is going to be able to do this for you but you. And so I implore you, if you've forgotten, or if you, put it aside because, you don't really feel like doing that, don't let it be. And even if it is, that's fine. But don't let it be that something crazy has happened in your life till you decide that you're going to put all of these other distractions away and you're going to concentrate on you, your health, your family's health, wealth, prosperity, well-being. Don't let it be another pandemic or something crazy happen before you seek out. This is the thing. More often than not, we are seeking out God in the worst possible times. And guess what? Unless you've been cultivating and building the relationship with God, you're probably not really going to get the answers, or not necessarily the answers, but the conclusion that you want to come to. Because when you wait until the last minute and then you want to call 911 or whatever the case may be, they come, but sometimes it's too late. And so we don't want to wait until it's too late, right? We want to be working on these things. This is all for us. This is all for ourselves. This is all for our sanity, our health, everything. It's for us. And one thing I do want to point out is that when you really work on yourself, your whole entire life changes. Everything. Your relationship with people changes. Your relationship with your family changes. I would say that it would improve. Even if you have to go through rocky times and things of that nature, everything is going to be better eventually, right? All things are going to work out for good. That's something that you just have to believe. But when we're not cultivating those things, and then all of a sudden when something goes wrong, or we have some sort of issue or whatever, we want those things to be taken care of right then and there. And honey, I'm just trying to figure out, how long have you been cultivating this relationship? It's almost like meeting someone for the first time, and then calling him and being like, hey, can you drive me to Chicago this weekend? Because I need someone to help me. Excuse me, what's going on here? Yeah, no, he wouldn't want to, he'd probably be like, hey, do you have anybody else that can help you? Not to say that somebody wouldn't want to help you that went on one date with you, but it's unlikely, right? Because you haven't established a relationship. Let's establish a relationship with a higher power. I don't care if you call him God, if you call him Source, if you call him Divine. It doesn't matter. It's a God of your understanding. It's a God of your understanding. But you do need a relationship with a higher power, because there's always going to be things that happen in this world that are not going to be, they're not going to mesh with you. You're not going to understand it. You might be scared or fearful. It might be questionable. But a lot of those things can be solved, can bring you peace and joy and understanding when you have a relationship with a higher power. And so Didn't want to scare you with the title. No one's coming to save you. But I did want to read this quote. Let me see if I can bring it up, because I think my computer is probably gone dead. But I did want to read this quote to kind of sort of like bring it home. You know what I mean? It's not to scare you. It's just to implore you. It's just to implore you to do something for you. To do something for your sanity, to do something for the fears and the concerns and the worries and the things that keep you up at night, to do something for you, right? This is for you. It's not for me. I'm just the messenger, right? I'm just the messenger. But do something for yourself to make you feel good every day. That's the whole purpose of my morning routine. I feel on fire after I've prayed, after I've meditated, after I have written down all of the things that I want to bring into my life, after I have, heard from God and things of that nature. I feel amazing. Even on days that I don't necessarily feel amazing, it's just the trick, right? Because I am spending time with a higher power, but I also am spending time pouring back into myself every morning, instead of just getting up and doing the same things, rushing through life, or whatever the case may be. And let me just say something else. One of the things that my coach used to tell us all the time, and used to try to get us to see, is that we don't run our own lives. And the more that we run our own lives and depend on ourselves to make decisions and stuff like that, a lot of times they don't quite work out the way that we think that they will. But if we have help, if we have assistance, if we have someone that we can go to that can give us guidance and direction and things of that nature, we'll never get it wrong. As long as we listen, we'll never get it wrong. When I got that, when I really, really, really got that, I can just appreciate and be so grateful for the relationship that I have built with God. So grateful for the relationship that I've built with God. So let me read this quote and then I'm gonna go, because I've been talking too much. So, no one is coming to rescue you from yourself, your inner demons, your lack of confidence, your dissatisfaction with yourself and your life. Only self-love and good decisions will rescue you. Now, I've read a couple of other ones, but I'm not going to go into all of those. But that is just kind of sort of a good example. And when I say self-love, I mean, because a lot of people say self-love, but when I say self-love to me is knowing that God loves you, therefore you can love yourself. Right? Because when you cultivate that relationship with God, you're also cultivating that relationship with yourself. That means you love yourself enough to know that you need to go to a higher power to get whatever it is that's on your back off, right? To start to give and let go of all of those things that don't serve you and give them away, and wait for your direction, wait for your guidance. Wait for whatever it is that's coming to you, and also know that whatever is coming to you is for your greatest and highest good. And sometimes we have to give up things that we think are one thing and they're another. In other words, there could be relationships and things of that nature, people in your life that you believe, or maybe you've never thought about it before, but are not for your greatest and highest good. Sometimes you have to let those people go. Or you just have to change the way that the relationships takes place. But it's all for you. It's all for you, because no one is coming to rescue you. It's up to you, and you can do it. You can do it. So have a great rest of your day. I hope you've had a great weekend, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening to me. Bye.